I'm switching to tools that are a little bit narrower, 1/4 inch 6mm, and we're going to give a little bit more shape now to the knot. Get a little bit more rounded. The thing about the knot is it does go, of course, round and underneath like this, so we can follow that shape around. Okay. Don't make it too small, because remember we've got to fit a ribbon on the back to hold this thing to the collar. But this neck, this will go around. I'll just do one side at the moment. So I'm just coming down here. Now this ribbon is going to go underneath that, so I'm going to start just cleaning this up a little bit. This is back on this surface, so trying to get that neat. We're going to sand this so we can try and get our cuts fairly clean. Okay, so back to this narrow one down here. So let's try to think how this might go underneath there. So this will be slightly undercut there eventually as it runs in. And then I'm going to start, as I come down to here, rounding this over into there. I'm going to start cleaning up this surface as well. And round about here, I've got a sort of depression as this fold comes under. So I've got one fold here and I've got another one at the back there. So I can start making those a little bit deeper here. So there's the fold. That fold will start going under that bow, under the knot rather. This one we're going to make a bit of a stronger dip in here, I think. Not too far back. And then rounding these over, so no hard edges. We'll undercut that properly in a minute. Let's just leave it there for the moment. So that will go under. I think this bow is going to be a little bit too big, so we're going to take some of this back here. So my eye tells me, see how splintery this wood is. Do have to make sure we make slicing cuts. Yeah, I think that's a better sort of size. And again, come over. Come round and underneath. So get this on both sides, and then we can look at that side of it. I've moved the second one along a little bit here. Let me tell you a bit more about what's happening. This piece of the ribbon here will come down and will actually go under this knot here. So this knot will come down and sort of circle round it, and the same along here. So this part will be undercut. So as this comes under here, you can knock that out like that, and you can slightly undercut it. What will happen is, as you go along, you want to join up this bit and that bit here. So you've got a bit of an irregular edge along here. It's not a tube of cardboard. It is a tube. It's longer than it is this way, I think, on this bow. But an irregular edge is more realistic than something that's just straight. So make sure that goes a little bit irregular. Then over here, this knot here has got to come round and underneath. So what it means is I'm going to have to trim this back a little bit, remove this bit here, so that it appears if it goes under the knot, and the same on this side here. So make sure we include that sort of idea. Then when it comes to these folds, I'm keeping them simple. I've got two folds. I've got a fairly gentle one here, and I've got one that sort of ends, fairly stronger one over there. You can mix them around like this. This fold and this fold, although we're going to soften this edge off, this is an edge where the gouge has come, this will be softened off. These all want to be pointing, everything pointing into that knot. What we've got is a sort of explosion of the bow out from the knot. So we want to get that idea. This fold here at the top, this more gentle fold, this one can come over the back eventually, but we'll deal with that in a moment. So just keep working this. Don't put anything in here yet. We will be shaping this to give it a sort of knot feel, but at the moment that still remains just a shape. We're trying to get these coming under the knot like that. And then as you come around the knot here, if it naturally starts to undercut, then by all means do that. Follow the form around and underneath like that. So that bow is now going under that knot, and there's a little sort of lip just there. I won't undercut it yet because I might want to come back, like push this back. And if that was undercut, I'd find the edge would alter. So that's me trimming this edge, and I'll do this one as well. Let me show you the carving at the end of this stage where I've really worked on the knot end. So it's a bit cylindrical, sort of heading this way, so it's not too puffy. I've come round and underneath, and you can see how I've gone into the background here. That's completely all right because some paper sandwich protects it. I've cut this and this edge, these four edges, in, so there's a little bit of a little step here, in there and there, and that gives you the sense of this going underneath. This one, of course, will go underneath that top edge, so we have to do that. So we're really looking at this whole edge here. Nothing undercut at this point there, in case we need to move anything. Nothing undercut.